there were no queues at any registration center. People started rushing to register when they realized that the deadline was imminent after going to sleep when it was extended. Any SIM that has not been fully registered by the end of August will be barred from receiving certain services, including voice and data services. It will also be more expensive to use unregistered SIMs. Kindly do not blame your service provider when you suffer that fate due to your own inaction. To be forewarned is to be forearmed.
She jabbed the NDC for its initial stance on the Ghana card.
Actions also have consequences. And in all that we do, we must put the interest of our beloved country first. In 2018, the NDC vociferously opposed the Ghana card registration and called on all their supporters to boycott the registration process. Those who heeded that antisocial call and refused to register are now feeling the effects of it. You listen to the NDC on any issue at your own peril.
Well, my colleague Emmanuel Simani was at some registration centers at Osu in Accra at the time of the announcement of the extension and reports.
I'm trying to be sober actually, so I'll just stay and just do it and just go home. I don't care about the next month, honestly.
So are you going to go home or you still stay and register yourself?
I'll stay and register.
So what took you so long? So assuming the deadline was today and you couldn't have been able to register, what would you have done?
I'll wait and register.
Wait and register?
Yes.
Actually, I came here yesterday and the system was down. So we had to go and come today. And when I came this morning, I think it's been okay, except this afternoon that I wanted to register the SIM card for my wife. I brought her in and they said the system has gone down, so we could try again tomorrow.
I think it will help the majority of persons who haven't had the opportunity to register, especially having their cards and not having it handy. Yeah.
But what took you so long?
I've actually been here 3 times.
So what's the reason so far?
Their systems are always down when I come. I even have all my codes and things generated. I promised not to even come again, but today I'm off and then I decided to just pass by. Yeah.
So are you going to stay on and register or you'll just go home and...
I'll stay and register.
Why? You've learned your lesson?
Oh no, I'm okay.
Yeah, okay.
I wasn't around.
Yeah, okay. You were not in the country, yes. I guess.
No, I was in the country, but I was somewhere else.
Okay.
Yes.
So
I wasn't having access to phone. So we just came back on Friday.
Okay.
So we came to register today.
Well, it seems the verdict is clear. A lot of these users have learned their lesson, and as such, they will stay on, no matter the circumstances, to register their SIM cards. Reporting for TV3 News, Emmanuel Simani.
But how are the numbers looking like? Let's now show you how data on the re-registration exercise has been from the beginning of the exercise till the 20th of July 2022. As you see on your screen, we have a total of voice SIMs as of July 2022 standing at 42,121,921. Out of that, we're talking about the first registrations as of 20th July, and that is 60%, and that number is 25,260,661. The first registration is the linking your SIM cards to your Ghana card. But the unregistered SIMs of 2022 as of 20th July are standing at a whopping 16,861,260. 40% of the total voice SIMs have not done that. For stage 2 registrations, these are the numbers. We're looking at 16,059,350. That is 38%. So for stage 2 unregistered SIMs, as of 20th July 2022, 26,062,551, and that is 62%. The minister gave reasons why this could be the case and announced the extension to September 30. Well, in a related development, today, August 1, 2022, the National Identification Authority has suspended services being rendered at the Elwak Sports Stadium, but will resume tomorrow, Tuesday, August 2. The identity management services include replacement of lost cards, updating of personal records, and correction of errors. The notice came a few hours after the Minister of Communications and Digitalization, Ursula Wusu-Kuful, announced an extension of the deadline for SIM card re-registrations. You're still watching the news on New Day. My name is Noble Crosby, and let's bring you some more stories away from the SIM registration exercise. And I'll talk about the gas tanker drivers and petrol tanker driver unions have served notice of commencing a sit-down strike beginning today. According to the association, the decision to put pressure on government to pay attention to what they say is poor working conditions and unfair treatment of drivers by Boston and PA following the continuous ban on LPG stations under construction since 2017 after the Atomic Junction explosion in 2017 that claimed lives and destroyed properties. The unions added that all efforts to get the government to address their concerns have proven futile. A similar action was taken in March this year for members who cut LPG products across the country, insisting the situation had affected remuneration and other conditions of service. The strike was suspended following an assurance from the National Petroleum Authority to address their concerns. We're trying to reach members of the association of the unions. We'll get them. We'll bring you a conversation on the back of that. Well, a step away from that, and one person has died from monkeypox in the Bolgatanga municipality of the Upper East region. The Ghana Health Service has confirmed some 30 persons who came into contact with the victim are being monitored. The Regional Directorate of the Ghana Health Service said in a statement, the Upper East Regional Health Director noted that the confirmed case was identified after an investigation of 3 suspected monkeypox cases on July 22. No additional case of monkeypox has been recorded as of July 31, but measures have been put in place to contain any further spread of the disease. Livestock farmers at Drobonso in the Setra Fram Plains district of the Ashanti region are lamenting over having lost some livestock from what they describe as a strange disease. Ashanti regional correspondent Ibrahim Obakar, who has been following the setback, has come through with this report.
Though crop farming is the mainstay for about 90% of the population of Drobonso, almost every household in this community also rears sheep or goats. Proceeds from the livestock serve as additional income for many families. But the outbreak of a yet-to-be-identified highly infectious disease has come as a big blow for them. The disease, which started spreading 2 weeks ago, has killed dozens of sheep and goats. Several farmers have lost their investments to the disease.
Oh, yare ni dem fan say akame mo be 17 by mu 10 newu.
The disease has affected 17 of my livestock, but 10 have died so far. This disease is fatal and new to us. The affected animal is unable to breathe properly and also grow lean. Within 3 days, it dies. We plead with authorities to come to our aid.
Pa ne senkomo beba be hwe wo mo amaye na saa yare na eha wo mo no kombetimi atreat nanka entimi enye wo mo na enyi wo mo free wo se de be ya ye nso ebetimi aboaye emo ano mo ye 8 yesi wo mo nyina da wu aka ba ko pese.
I had 8 sheep, but 7 died from the disease. We depend on proceeds from the sheep for our upkeep and educational needs of the children. We have never seen this kind of disease before.
Daniel Kwabna AJ is the Setre Afram Plains District Director of Agriculture.
The vet officers and some of the extension officers have reported something of that nature. But we have not confirmed whether it's a viral disease or not. They only reported of a certain skin disease of the sheep and goats, specifically at Abenua and Drobonso. And so our vet officers have taken sample to the regional vet lab for confirmation. Basically, the spread of it has been contact. most of our people here don't keep their animals in pens, and therefore when the animals are left free, then the contact of it will keep on spreading the disease.
Though the disease is yet to be identified, fatality rate in this community is more than 50%. Every household here has lost at least 5 of its livestock. Veterinary officers are, however, doing everything possible to contain the situation by providing secondary method of treatment of giving the animals antibiotic. But farmers want government to intervene swiftly to prevent the animals from dying. Ibrahim Abubakar, TV3 News, Drobonso, Ashanti region.
To some international news now, and Senegalese await results of parliamentary elections. Voting was underway Sunday for Senegal's legislative election, a vital test for opposition parties who are trying to minimize the ruling party's influence before the 2024 presidential election amid worries that President Macky Sall may seek a third term. About 7 million voters are eligible to elect 165 deputies in the National Assembly amid a politically tense atmosphere in the West African nation. Violent protests broke out last year after Sall's main opponent, Ousmane Sonko, was arrested on rape charges and more than a dozen people were killed. Sonko, who came in third in the 2019 election, denies the allegations, and his supporters have been vocal about the opposition to the president. Well, that's our time we'll have for this edition of the News on New Day. My name is Noble Crosby, and good morning, Bella. Good to see you.
Good morning, Noble. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. You said good morning to us in India. Who is in India this morning?
The Indian residents and the Indians are in India.
Any particular person you wanted to say?
I know.
I don't even know what to say. Good dawn. Good, happy dawn. What were you trying to do there?
I know nobody there.
I see.
Yes.
So was it only the people in India or in Chicago as well?
So, well, greeting everybody. I mean, if it's Good Morning Ghana, you know how the earth and how it's.
So this month, where are you taking us? Because you've taken us to India, you've taken us to Chicago. Where else are we expected to travel to in the morning?
I'll take you somewhere else tomorrow.
Somewhere else.
Yes. You want to go to Iraq?
I mean, if you have someone there, we only pray.
So
Did I just say play? We only
it
pray
is for the entire
this morning.
population
of
that place.
I see. Good morning.
Good morning.
How was your weekend?
It was okay. How was yours?
Well, it was okay. I mean, the weather is great, but it's not too good because some of us are still battling a flu here and there, and so it's quite uncomfortable. But regardless, it was a restful weekend.
Yeah.
It was.
Are you part of the Last Minute Nation?
Charlie, Someone Academy. I'm sure my name is number 2 after Honorable Sam George.
I know, right?
So I was hoping that there would be an extension of the deadline.
You were hoping, but were you expecting it?
I mean, yeah, of course, to some extent, because we had been told that there were a number of Ghanaians, and of course, we had done stories about Ghanaians who registered for their Ghana card about 2-3 years ago and still had not received it. It would be very unfair for their SIM to be, deleted or disconnected when it's no fault of theirs, because a lot of them had made an effort, So I did expect to some extent that there would be an
What
extension.
is the guarantee that in the next 2 months, these people who have waited for 3 years will get their Ghana card?
Which is what I'm worried about, because I would have expected that the extension would have gone to the end of the year. But I do understand the minister when she said that per statistics, about 90% of the people who had not re-registered their SIM as at the time that it was supposed to have been disconnected, that was on the 31st of March. Those people decided to just step aside and not bother to register their SIMs, and so
we'll have a few more months.
That's the reason why they probably decided to extend only by 2 months. But even that, at the end of August, if you have not registered your SIM, you're going to lose some apps on your phone and all that. I wish you had extended it to the end of the year, but human nature as well. What I need to understand, so the new app that they have developed to allow people to pay about 5 Ghana cedis for self-service, is that for everyone, or that's just for those who don't want to go in queue?
So we understand from the minister's presser that if you want to register yourself and you download the app, that is what you do. So by inference, it means everybody who will not want to go in queue.
But why didn't we have this from the beginning? Because clearly many people have complained.
It was being developed, and when they realized the numbers and the challenges people were going through, they decided to, bring this up.
I mean, if I joined that queue and missed a number of productive hours because I was trying to re-register my SIM, and now I'm hearing that there's a self-service app, I'll be very pissed off.
Yes, you will be, but
I would be pissed off.
For your friends who may still need to go into the queue and this app is available for them, it's good news for them.
Well, I guess so. I mean, of course, because a lot of us were dreading going to join the queue, which is why some of us did not go ahead to register. Now that that has been introduced, I guess we'll have to rely on that.
But you know, on the 5 cedi surcharge, there's a group, the concerned mobile money subscribers, they're not too happy about it.
Why?
They've been giving a couple of reasons that it is not fair that citizens have to pay to go through what the country should do for them, and they're really not happy about it. A member of it is Ras Mubarak.
I mean, I agree, because I think that from the inception, we should have been able to develop something like that for people to register without having to pay for it. We pay taxes. We pay quite a lot, you know, for services to be rendered. Now you have to pay an extra 5 Ghana cedis. But there'll be another school of thought that also say that, well, there's a free avenue for you to re-register your SIM. You say you cannot go and join the queue. So if you want to get that
we're beginning to pick information that the telcos, some of them, some of the registrations ongoing at the various mobile network operators, the offices, people want to take the 5 cedis to do it for them.
Is it?
Yes.
I'm not surprised. But wait, so if you're paying on this app, would it also attract e-levy in case you have gone beyond your 100 Ghana cedis a day? I mean, that should be your first transaction before you even move on to any other.
Before you start.
Because Charlie, if you send some 100 Ghana cedis where you remember you're supposed to re-register your, your SIM, you're in trouble. You pay some small e-levy. But regardless, I mean, we were expecting it to be extended. I wish that, our leaders did not watch for Ghanaians to go through this kind of stress before deciding to extend it. And the fact that the minister said that she reluctantly, extended it. Of course, Ghanaians may be at fault.
You wanted her to do it happily?
I mean, no, but the point is, it was very obvious that the NIA has not been able to issue and distribute certain cards that had been, printed earlier by no fault of the regular Ghanaian, because the Ghanaians had also gone there to go and queue to see if they can get their Ghana cards. And so if that's happening, then you should know that it's not only the fault of Ghanaians. The stakeholders, the other stakeholders as well, did not do their part.
So would you be happy if there was a way to categorize those who have not been able to register their SIM cards because of challenges with their Ghana card and those who
there's no need. There's no need. We're all in one basket.
You fall in one of them.
We're all in one basket at the end of the day. What matters is that we all get to re-register our SIMs. And I hope that Ghanaians will really, because yesterday, at the various points, it looks like people heard about the extension and decided to go home and come back later. And I'm worried that these people would wait till the end of August and now go and join queues again. The stress. But I hope that a lot of people do it ahead of time.
But when are you doing yours?
When am I doing mine? The app is not ready until tomorrow, is it? So we're waiting.
So
I want people to try it and see if it worked. Then if it worked, some of us will try.
We hope that people are not double charged and all of that.
I hope so. That's the thing. That's the thing. I hope so.
It's a valid concern.
Let's see how it goes. But thank you so much for joining us this morning with the updates. Good morning again. I hope you're well. This is TV3Newday, and it's a brand new month. Happy August. And of course, before we start, let me say happy birthday to my sister, because it's her birthday today. Mrs. Sandra Yeboah, happy birthday to you. We love you so, so much. And also to everyone else who's celebrating their birthday. Shortly, we'll project your photos and messages from your loved ones. And so if you have not sent the photo and message for that person who's celebrating their birthday, please do so. Our WhatsApp numbers are available. Send those details and we will definitely celebrate that person or those people for you. My name is Bertha Mundi. We'll be back with more. This is TV3 Newday.